上海的南丹东路，这都是市区的。
Nandan East Road in Shanghai. This is the prime spot in the city, and now there's a whole row of vacant storefronts. The real economy is really struggling. Look at this. An entire row of shops on Nandan East Road is up for rent, all sitting empty.
It's the end of December, and the streets of Shanghai seem deserted. The video of these empty streets creates an eerie atmosphere, almost as if they belong to another world.
上海今年真的是很多人都提前回家过年去了。
A lot of people in Shanghai went home early for the new year this year. Let me show you. It's 7:30 in the evening, and there's not a single person on the street. This is right above a subway station, yet not even a shadow of anyone around. This is still supposed to be Shanghai.
都没有什么人，没有像以前的人那么多。
There's barely anyone around, not like before. People have gone back. What about foreigners? Are there many now? Not really. A lot of them have left too. The streets don't look like they used to. Back then, you see foreigners everywhere. Now, even in the city center, you only see a few. In the suburbs, you can't spot any at all. A restaurant owner in Shanghai says areas around subway stations, usually busy commercial streets, are now nearly empty. Even small snack shops are struggling. This is Shanghai, one of China's top cities. She knows that brick-and-mortar stores are facing tough times this year. Many from her generation, born in the 1980s and in office jobs, are being laid off. So, how hard is life in Shanghai now? About 6 million have left, dropping the city's population from 26 million to around 20 million. A TikToker tried to show this population drop by filming train station entrances and exits, revealing more people leaving than arriving.
我说啊，现在上海人少，然后打工人都回去了。
I'm telling you, there really aren't many people left in Shanghai right now. The migrant workers have all gone back home. I went to Shanghai railway station and filmed a video, but even then, a lot of people didn't believe me. They said the video I took was of the entrance, not the exit. Someone in the comments asked me to film the exit to show how many people are leaving. So, here, let me show you the exit first, and then I'll go to the entrance. Take a look. This is the exit. There really aren't many people, right? And none of them are carrying big bags, small bags, or suitcases. Now look at this. This is the entrance. Can you see the difference? The contrast is huge, isn't it? Everyone's rushing to go home. Hardly anyone is coming to Shanghai anymore. Official data from Shanghai Statistics Bureau, released in late December, confirms severe population outflow. Retail sales growth in November dropped by 24.4 percentage points, bringing it down to negative 13.5%. From January to November, cumulative retail sales in Shanghai fell by 3%, far below the national average. Breaking it down by type, in November, retail sales of daily goods fell by 20% and clothing fell by 7.4%. According to Kaixi Media, consumption in China, represented by total retail sales, has remained weak throughout 2024. In top-tier cities like Beijing and Shanghai, retail sales growth has been even slower. For several months, sales have posted year-on-year declines. As of November, retail sales in Shanghai have recorded negative growth for 9 months, while Beijing saw 7 months of negative growth. In November alone, both cities saw sales drop by over 10%. Behind this trend are common factors like declining household incomes and early promotions during events like Singles' Day. However, specific factors like business closures and population movement in Beijing and Shanghai are also contributing to the decline. A market analysis pointed out that one key reason for the drop in retail growth is the exit of foreign enterprises from China in recent years. High net worth individuals who used to live in cities like Beijing and Shanghai are leaving, weakening consumer spending. This trend may have started a few years ago, but it became most evident in 2024. Chief economist Nomura China, Lu Ting, explained that younger people typically spend more than older people. However, during economic downturns, job opportunities in major cities shrink, prompting population shifts. Young people are leaving cities like Beijing, Shanghai, and Guangzhou to seek opportunities elsewhere. At the same time, high-end dining establishments are taking a hit as the economy slows. These are all factors contributing to weaker consumption in Beijing and Shanghai. As businesses close and job opportunities dwindle, many young people from outside Shanghai who pay high living costs to stay in the city can no longer afford to stay. Official data from the CCP is tightly controlled and often unreliable. The true picture can only be gleaned from independent media and small street vendors.
不得了了，不得了了！上海的外地人到底走了多少？
So, how many people from outside Shanghai have actually left? Even the local TV stations in Shanghai don't dare to report it. Only the people working here, the street vendors, the ones with little stalls, they're the ones who really know. A couple of days ago, a self-media channel filmed a street corner in Pudong and bought a roasted sweet potato. The vendor is from Shandong and has been in Shanghai for 30 years. He said, "When I first came to Shanghai from my hometown in Shandong, apartments here were only 6,000 yuan each. Now it's easily 5 or 6 million per unit, completely unaffordable. 10 years ago, my sweet potato stall was doing really well, but in the past few years, fewer and fewer people are buying. I sell sweet potatoes for 5 yuan per half kilo, but locals in Shanghai don't eat them. My customers are mainly people from outside the city. This year, business has been tough. I can clearly feel it. My sweet potatoes just aren't selling. A few Years ago, I could make 300 to 400 yuan a day, not counting costs, but this year, I'm lucky if I make 100 yuan a day. Based on this year's sales, I know for sure I won't be coming back to Shanghai in 2025. This is the truth that Shanghai TV won't broadcast. The price of sweet potato hasn't changed, but the revenue has dropped by nearly 75%. That's a scary thing. If out-of-town people continue to leave Shanghai, who's going to buy property here? Housing prices in Shanghai might drop even further. A recent viral story reported by Tide News highlights this shift. A college graduate returned to her hometown to work as a bus driver.